Hello everybody, good evening and welcome back to 7GR. Tonight we are at Silverstone for Tier 2, always a cracker here, and in the comms box tonight I am joined by Mr. Lyons. How are you do?
I'm grand. I'm excited for a nice, exciting race at the iconic Silverstone. Very exciting race to watch always at Silverstone, especially with our Tier 2 boys. I think we're in for a very exciting race tonight.
Most definitely, the sun is shining, which is
No British weather
unrealistic for yeah. And let's see, the first one out is, I think it's Fitz. Yes, looking forward to this race. Got Fitz on his second race of the season. Nice to see him back again. Had a little break. Also, a couple of mentions tonight as Kay Gornick's making his Tier 2 debut. Usually a Tier 1 driver, but we're going to see how he gets on tonight in Tier 2 with him being unable to race on Tuesdays, and obviously the Tier 2 grid is now pretty competitive, so I'm hoping it'll be a good challenge for him. And the other mention is Ben, who is in the Ferrari tonight, making his 7GR debut. We'll see what he can bring to the league. But any guys caught your eye tonight? It was quite close in the championship. Vaughan and Adam are separated just by 1 point.
They're both very strong drivers. As you said, Gorniak dropped down from Tier 1 to Tier 2. Very competitive grid, but Gorniak might have an advantage here. If it can swing either way, he might think he has an advantage, or he might be a bit confident thinking he's Tier 1 and be in Tier 2 and get a bit too arrogant maybe and lose a place. But I don't know, we've got as I said, good competitive field. It's hard to say, it's always hard to say with these races. Because one, who knows, and two, just we've got every driver on their best form. But if I had to pick one, I'll go with Vaughan. He has been looking strong all season, and I have a gut feeling that's going to be his race today.
Yeah, winner of last week, of course, in Abu Dhabi was Vaughan. Took I can't remember who's in the lead now. Yes, Adam in the lead by 1 point, Vaughan just behind at 69 points. And Wade's in third, 49. But yeah, it's been really competitive so far in Tier 2. We've got winner in every race, different winner in every race apart from last week. Vaughan picked up his second win. And as you say as well, anyone can win on this grid. Kay Gornick hasn't touched the game for a while, so might be a bit rusty.
Who K's?
Kay Gornick.
Oh, Kay Gornick. Yeah.
He's been racing at all, so.
Well, the Mercedes and Silverstone, it's a better story or worse stories have been written.
Yep, here comes Fitz into Stowe now. So he had a very good tidy Magnussen Beckett, so he could be on for a very decent lap here. The pole record is set by Winnets. Oh, Hasbro was the first one out, I did not see that.
I think he passed him just on the loop. I think he passed before Fitz let him by there.
So it wasn't a decent lap in the end for Fitz for 28.8. Yeah, and then Young Money goes P2. AlphaTauri has Woody Ketchum at 28.2. So I was about to say the pole record round here is for Tier 2 anyway, is a 127.4 by Mr. Winnets, who is racing tonight as well. Got pole last week. So the time's coming. K's goes P2.
I believe we have a spinner. We have a spinner after Brooklands.
Yeah, Fitz just had a little spin there on the exit.
I noticed that as well after, just as he was coming off the loop into Aintree, that he did have a bit of loss of grip. So maybe his setup isn't on point as he'd like it to be. He might just be running a bit less downforce, and it could be costing him in the corners.
Yeah. looks like Young Money might be on for another hot lap. He's up on his time. Currently in P4.
600's up. Nice and slow through Vale. Surgical.
He didn't improve any, and he lost it in the last sector as Woody Ketchup has disconnected, unfortunately. Hopefully he'll come back. Kate Gorniak starting his first tier 2 lap. But the next one on the hot lap is Rhino in the Aston Martin. Oh, a lag there, that was a very quick corner, teleporting through there. And he goes P5. So another one into the 27s. K's improves his time, but just gets a little bit closer to Hasbo. So Podgy Porter next, observing from tier 3 tonight, and he goes P11. Next is the Ferrari of Joel. Was it? Yeah, he goes P3.
Very
So
good
right there
drive
from Joel.
Porter is.
Yeah, very consistent.
I raced in tier
Always
3
there when he needs to fill a spot as well.
I never see him on the track because he is too far ahead for me to be racing him. So, actually, that is a lie. I do see him when he's lapping me towards the end of the race. But very consistent driver, as you said, and maybe up for a tier 2 spot at the end of the season.
Yeah, he has picked up a tier 2 pole position at Azerbaijan this season. So, as I said, it shows how competitive this tier 2 grid is, that people like Podgy Porter are in tier 3.
Anybody's
Just
getting.
couldn't fit him in, yeah. It looks like Ben has disconnected on his debut, unfortunately. So the AlphaTauri is next, so Winnets is going for the medium tyres. It's a bit of a bold strategy. But he does have the pole record around here, so he'll probably fancy his chances of getting into a top 10.
Strange strategy as well for Silverstone to go on the mediums, because Silverstone would be tearing through your rubber. So very, very strange to see a runner on the mediums already.
Certainly is a risk reward, because just the pit lane's so long at Silverstone. You only want to pit once, and if he does pick up some early damage or maybe like a very bad time and saves the car, he's going to have to go onto the softs, and he's going to have to make him last to the end.
I despise the pit Silverstone. There's no redeeming features about it. The entry takes years, the exit is incredibly dangerous. It's just there's some pretty bad pit that you're an F1 fan when you can criticize a pit box, but like, I mean, take for example America's pit entry is terrible, just because like I don't know how many times I've been on the entrance, but Silverstone just takes so long. Like it feels like the whole grid is passing you when you're just going for like a mandatory pit stop.
Yeah, definitely. Here comes Winnets. Oh, he did a 28.0, so I just looked away for a second. Which is into the top 10 on his first run.
Pretty fast with the medium tyres. I think he could break into the 127th there.
Yeah, he might even go for another one on these tyres. Looks like he is. Red Bull crosses the line. I think there's someone starting a lap. Who will be next? It's Adam next, the championship leader. Let's see how he gets on.
Very quick through Vale there.
Looks looking good. P3. So Hasbo still a few tenths clear. As here he comes actually. He's now going to start and finish another one as Jay Hudson has retired.
Is that a pit retire? Oh,
no,
he has
there he
actually
is.
just binned it on the straight.
Hasbo does improve. So Hasbo looking one to beat tonight.
See, that's the thing. It's so hard to call because everybody is vying for the championship. There's so much talent in Tier 2. You have Hasbro, you have Kays, you have Adam, you have Vaughn. You have, I could list them all pretty much, but it's so hard to call. It's so hard to predict who's going to win because everybody's always on top form.
Yeah, so yeah, Finley is the next one to cross the line on the hot lap. Another one who is always at the top, usually. Let's see what he can do. It's a good lap here into the 27s, just behind Joel in P5. A decent lap there for his first one. Oh, he's now starting the lap. So it must be Young Money is the next one. He's currently 2 tenths up. So this could put him into the top 3 maybe. It all depends on this last sector. He comes around the final corner.
Pretty tidy.
It's looking good. Into the 7s as well. Just we're just saying how good, competitive the grid is, and just look how close it is between the top 2 to about P8, all separated by just around about a tenth. If Ryder goes P2, decent lap there.
Wow.
Challenging Hasbro.
That's kind of Ryder's a bit of a dark horse. I mean, he wouldn't be up there with the main competitors, but he does have some good laps. He does have some good races, so we could see Ryder in for a win here tonight, maybe.
Yeah, here comes Joel, and I think Hamilton's done the same thing as Jay Hutchison. But Joel does improve, goes P3. Shame to lose Hamilton. He's talked to him before the race. He's on no traction now. I don't know if he's got it on for this race or not, but
I think we found that out the hard way.
Yeah. So be doing some practice on the no traction. Here comes Fusion Gamer, reserving from Tier 3, and he in top 10 for him. See, just a moment ago, the 27.7s was a very competitive time, and now look at it, it's now down to P7.
Just over a second from P1 all the way down to P16. Breaks off to about 24 there, but that's how competitive it is. Just everybody's so close together. There's no breaking up. There's no defined like front runners and defined midfield. Like everybody's so close to each other. Makes for very exciting races. And Rhino goes on pole with 1:27.2.
Rhino putting in some practice, it seems. You know, he's got some pace, but he's had a couple of good races this season. A few in Tier 1 as well. He's scored a couple of points. He is capable. There's K Cornick go to P4 there. I missed that as Wade's now come from the last corner. Got a win to his name already this season. It doesn't prove too much. P14 for him
again. Seems to be pushing.
One across the line will be that Williams on. No, that's Adam on out lap. His teammate Fitz will be the next one then. Nope, he's on the in lap, he's just invalidated anyway.
Should see is invalidated, so won't be him.
So I think it's Winnets. Now on to the softs, let's see. Improvement always, that's gonna, yeah, that's not a good one out of the exit of Beckett's.
So hard to get right that chain of corners, but it really does make or break your lap. It almost is just one solid line through that set of corners, and if you mess up the entry, you have to keep it very clean, or that's your lap gone.
Yeah, when it's backs out of that lap after that mistake. So maybe it's his teammate Woody Ketchup, who is down 16th in a minute, and he's invalidated his lap. Oh, I didn't see that. Ben on his debut went P5.
Wow. Great pace from the rookie.
And that's first official timing. That's not too bad. So here we go. Adam didn't quite get Beckett's right, and he backed out of that.
Yeah. You're running back on the outlaw. Looks like he's going to take another shot.
Yeah, so it's going to be Vaughan, and he's invalidated.
Come on, boys, give us something to talk about.
Yeah, my guys on his outlaps now. As timer is now ticking down. I hadn't looked at the chat yet. Let's see what's going on in the chat.
Oh, I was just spectating Adam there, and there appears to be a Pirelli soft tire in the middle of the Hamilton straight.
That might actually be Hamilton's.
Bono, my tires they're on the straight. So what's your thoughts on Silverstone? How do you, is it a favourite track? Do you hate driving it? What's the take?
Oh, it's always a good track to drive. It's well, especially on the wheels, it's so satisfying getting maggots and beggars like bang on. Most satisfying chain of corners to do, probably.
I can tell you that driving on controller, it is one of the most stressful experiences in the game. So second only to Suzuka, but I do like the track. It is enjoyable. As I said, very satisfying corners, but for whatever reason it is, I can just never find pace. Like I feel like I'm putting in a good lap and enjoying the lap, and then I'm like 5 seconds off pace. Like how? Ben on pole.
There we go.
You take it away.
Yeah, Ben on his 7 GR debut has got provisional pole. As the timer ticked down, got every driver out on track now, so times will be tumbling down. But yeah, as I was about to say, got quite a good record that sort of thing. Got a couple of podiums in Tier 1. Probably my most successful track anyway in this league. So Adam goes P7, didn't improve his lap and he's backed out of this one. So looks like he'll be done. As everyone on the fly now, apart from a couple still on their outlap. Looks like the timer might. Never know what our timer compared to theirs is, but
can't be any of the systems here.
It was about 15 seconds before that yellow flag got in the way. So
Let's notice as well, Ben said his pole lap on 4 lap old tyres. That is a very impressive pace from Ben.
Yeah, so the timer is down. Rhino did not get round in time, so everyone else has still got a chance. Hasbro is done though. He didn't improve. Kate Gorniak goes pole on his Tier 2 debut by just a 10th, or just under a 10th. Who is next? That is Fusion Gamer. He goes P9. But look at the traffic here. What's going on?
Yeah, I was going to say
Maggots and Beggars.
Bit of rush hour traffic through Maggots and Beckets there.
Right, Kays is first. Try to see who's behind him. Finley.
Kays is up by nearly 2 cents.
Kays followed by Finley. We'll see retirement. That must be Joel right behind him. Kays goes P6, Finley goes P11, and Joel, see you do, he stays P8, didn't improve. Young Money has run out of fuel. He's down 15th in a minute, he'll be doing better than this. And he does improve up to P13. Killer Miller has run out of fuel. Winnets, well, might have, well, he went 7/10 faster, but he did cut the last corner. I'm not sure. Killer Miller got in the way there, but didn't have the best of view. But I think that is the end of qualifying. So it's Kate Gorniak on pole in his Tier 2 debut.
I think he dusted off the cobwebs and found his form again.
Yeah, Kate Gorniak is one of his favourite tracks was Silverstone. He won the Tier 1 race a few seasons ago with that great battle with Thomas and Kieran, where he overtook them both on the final lap to take victory.
Oh wow.
That was one of the great 7GR classics. But it's good to see him on the back on the grid though. And, you know, he hasn't blown the competition away. He's still quite close in the qualifying, so we'll see what the race does.
Yeah, especially a track like Silverstone, where it's not the hardest thing to follow your opponents behind. So.
Yep, so do you want to run down the grid for us?
Of course, on pole position we have Kay Gorniak with a 127.0. Then on his debut we have Ben in P2, Rhino P3, Hasbo P4, Fawn P5, Kays P6, Fizek P7, Joel P8, Adam P9, Fusion P10, Finley P11, Woody P12, Waze P13, Young Money P14, Killer Miller P15, Winnets P16, Fitz P17, Jay Hutchinson P18, Podgy Porter P19, and ERS Hamilton P20.
Yes, that is your grid order for
Very, very
the halfway stage. Well, it's looking a bit overcast here. I hadn't heard any rain rumours, but I hadn't really looked at the chat, so...
Well, couldn't go too long in Silverstone without the British weather kicking in, so I think we're about to get the true Silverstone experience.
What it says... I don't know, I never know with these guys, they joke about a lot, but... There might be a rain rumour 15 minutes in.
Make for some interesting tyre strategies. I think Winnets, if he qualified on the mediums, or if he's outside the top 10, so if you think he might go on the mediums and just hope for the rain.
Yeah, Aros is saying in the chat as well, 15 minutes. You seen it in the chat somewhere? So I could spice things up. Yeah, Waze and Young Money saying there's some rain coming.
Should be in for some exciting racing then.
Yep, so the medium tyre will probably be the safest option then, to maybe long it out to the rain. But probably the sauce, 15 minutes in, the sauce will probably easily do that anyway, so maybe the sauce might be the better strategy here.
Less runners than I expected anyway on the mediums. We only have 5 people on the mediums so far.
Yeah, maybe seen that rain. Maybe it's coming a bit early.
Now as well, that's the presumption that we will be without incident and everybody will make it cleanly to when the rain kicks in. But I don't know. I mean, Silverstone, it's not the tightest of track. It's not prone to a safety car, but we know what happened in Silverstone last time around in real F1. So who knows whenever the safety car can come out if anybody fancies their chances around cops.
Yeah, definitely. See, yeah, when the rain comes, who is going to be bravest round the cops, as you say, when the conditions change, and we are going to go. One minute early, I think, so someone might be in a bit of trouble. Right, here we go for the formation lap. Hopefully I turned it on. I can't quite remember now.
Yeah. A bit of a hiccup if it...
Just waiting for Ben to load in here.
Taking its time, yeah. Might be about to see Cody's masterclass.
as usual. Uh-oh.
I think I jinxed it. Oh, okay, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Perfect.
There we go. Rachel limit is on, thank God. So let's have a look at the tyres then. Yeah, so only Waze, Fitz and Hamilton on the sauce in the bottom 10. So maybe we'll see if that is going to be the right strategy or not. And for some reason I'm stuck in the camera. There we go. I couldn't get off the TV pod screen. It's now fixed itself.
Had that happen before. It's I think I had that happen last time out with Coonage, where I couldn't change. The game just wouldn't let me change spectator. So Coonage is rattling on about whatever happened. I'm like, yeah, totally agree. I can definitely see that right now.
Well, a few weeks ago I was streaming the IUF1 race. I was on the formation lap, and lap 1, for some reason, all the cars were like kicking up dust, like huge, like sandstorm. It was pretty mental at this track. Never seen anything like it on this game.
Do you ever get that thing
quite fun.
around America where it'll be like sparks flying out of like the opening chicanes? Not like the Joe when you come off turn 1 and like into that kind of copy of Maggots and Beckett's. It'll always get like random sparks like approaching. It's weird.
No, I haven't seen that, but I have seen it on Baku. It just comes out the wall.
Yeah, it's so strange.
But unfortunately, Ben has disconnected just before the race, so if he does get back in, he'll be on AI. There we go, he's just joined.
I'm starting to see a bit of that dust actually. Just as you mentioned it, I'm spectating Ben and I see Rhino kicking up a bit of dust, stranger going into the Vale.
I demonstrate the race I streamed, it was literally every single car. It was like massive dust everywhere. It was quite funny. I should have clipped it really, but there we go. We line up for this halfway stage of Tier 2 for round 6. Okay, Gorniak is on pole for this one. Doesn't look like. I think Ben's back at the session. Whether he's in his car at the start or not is another question. I think he might be. And with 5 red lights, and we are going. Case to jump the start. Ben has not started at all, and has caused a massive pileup. What's going on? Winnets and pretty much everyone got caught up in that. And we have a VSC. Obviously, something going on with Ben here, who disconnected and looks like he can't do anything.
He's still sitting on the ground. I think he's going to get disqualified soon if he doesn't move. So, but I got a very interesting view of that. I switched to Ben, switched to Gorniak, noticed Ben wasn't moving, switched back to Ben, and then flicked my stick to look behind him, and there's an Alfa Romeo in the sky. So.
Yeah, that was, well, both AlphaTauri's got just in time. It looks like he's left again. Left the session again, disconnected. That's such a good qualifier in his debut, but his connection has let him down. But both AlphaTauri's no wing, K's are caught up in that as well. Unfortunately, it's like Joel as well. Pretty much everyone on the right side of the grid has got absolutely shafted, but K's actually got that drive through as well. He jumped the start.
Fortunate there, but these things, I mean, technical difficulties, it's hard to point fingers. So, but you know, we all have technical difficulties at one point or another.
Well, in the mix of it, we're back on the way anyway. But Ryan, see the problem here? He just dropped down a few places. Fizek has made himself up to P2. Back to the car screen, there's a side-by-side action. well, side by side, ghosting action going on with Rhino and Waves. Rhino seems to be a bit laggy here as well. Ben is back in the session. Look how many pit stops Hasbro as well had to pit.
There's an awful queue going into the pit there.
But there could be a safety car, so it's a good idea to keep going. Finley trying to navigate his way past the Rhino, who does look like he's having connection problems as well. It's a bit laggy. So it is Kay Gorniak leading this race on pole position. Fizek has a very good start. He's up to P2. And the two championship leaders, Vaughan and Adam, together. Fusion Gamer had a good start as well.
Gorniak seemed to get a very clean exit through Chapel there and starting to build up a decent gap from Fizek. So see if Fizek can stay in striking distance of them.
To see as all my intervals are gone in a minute and some
bits
have spun out somewhere.
Oh, we have a
maybe
killer, was it?
Yeah, involved with Killer Miller, I think. With Fitz. Killer Miller go for some side by side with Jay Hutchison. He keeps that place. And Fizek has lost it. He's gone from P2 back down to P9.
Oh,
So
it's a little bit of a gap around the open sector.
A little bit scrappy here. As Kay's now doing that drive-through, and I probably did the drive-through, and now he's coming in for a wing change. So double whammy for Kay's. It's going to be a good minute behind after lap 3. We'll see if Vaughan can make an inroad to Kay Gorniak. Fusion Gamer is caught in the back of Adam. DRS is active this lap, so you could see some overtakes happening. There is a bit of a DRS train, but here comes Finley. Is he going to make a move on Young Money? Tries to bait him to come inside.
Here, he's looking for it. Not quite. Fusion Gamer.
That's the fastest lap. Yeah, so up to P30 is still intact. It's unfortunately that spin, and the rest of the guys have already pitted. So it's unfortunate for them. They'll be needing a safety car to get themselves back into this one. It's still Kay Gorniak by a second and a half. So
he already has a storming lead ahead of Vaughan there.
Yeah, Fusion Gamer's looking pretty pacey here. He's on the attack on Adam.
Are we going to see him move into cops? Oh, not quite. I think everybody's learned their lesson.
Waves run a bit wide there. Bit vulnerable here with no DRS. Doesn't look all too comfortable through. We do have a yellow flag. That is Ben, I think, and he's just going to sail past Williams.
And Wade as well.
Looks like Waves.
Squeeze there, couldn't quite get past Adam. He might try it again though into Vale. On the inside maybe? No, not quite. Adam in a very tough Red Bull sandwich
involved as well. Yeah.
Not a Red Bull, so Waves is in a Mercedes. Excuse me. It's been a long day.
Yeah, Ryan's sort of recovered from his mistake. Is that bent off again on his hot tyres? Oh, and Rhino's gone for a late move and he's tagged back of Waves. Been a bit sideways. No damage though, I don't think.
Young Bunny's benefiting off that as well by getting by.
Rhino does have the DRS, so he's going to come straight back at him.
Can you make it stick
careful
though with
tyres,
the
man.
damage if you tap the back of Look, you can.
Tyre's not too hot then for Rhino, but again, Young Money's got a good run here.
He's going to try cops, he has the room.
Ooh, this could be dangerous.
Hold your breath.
Well, Rhino gives him the room, fair play. Had to run a bit wide though.
They're going wheels and wheels through maggots and packets. Oh, what a camera.
Still surviving. Oh, I missed the camera angle, but I was on board with...
a shot of that after I record that.
Great racing for these two. It's not over yet because Young Money has some DRS and he's going to try around the outside. Does he manage to make it stick?
Oh,
Yes, he does, but he gets a penalty for his troubles.
Oh, no.
But it's still not over. Ryder's still
I'm
sticking.
loving this. I'm getting all the best angles. Cody's really helped me out here. He just manages to squeeze by.
There you go, Young Money's finally through. Let's get Finley interested as well. Ben, I think he's just given up now on his connection. Unfortunately. Hopefully he has better connection next week. We'll probably see how quick he is, but the gap at the front is down to half a second. Vaughan has made some very good inroads here.
I think
In the
Gorniak
DRS
might have
range.
had a bit of a hiccup somewhere because there's no way he could have just suddenly lost that gap.
Yeah. Vaughan has the pace run here, not too sure. As Waze get past Fusion Gamer for P4. Finley's making a move here as well, I think. He's right on the gearbox of Rhino.
We have a ERS Hamilton spinning at the back on the exit of Brooklands to Woodcut.
Yeah, as mentioned earlier, I think he's turned off traction control, so I always struggle from the corner, so I'm not too surprised he's a little spin there.
Actually, forward right in the back of Killer Miller, going through Chapel.
See if he makes a move.
But definitely has the pace. Throw it up the inside of Stowe. Very close. Killer Miller just manages to keep it. Surely he has to try again. He switches back onto the inside into Vale. Plenty of room. Not quite. He tried again in the club. Hamilton straight. No. Killer Miller manages to keep his P10.
Or is he?
Or has he?
Might just go on and move it.
He has to back out of that.
Backs out last second. We should have just stuck behind them there because now Jay Hudson is getting involved and he's got a full tank of ERS to play with here. The front two pulling away from Adam because that DRS. Yeah, they keep getting those two leaders definitely have the pace today.
Oh, I think I just saw a splash of rain, and I have. Spectating Rhino with the cops, and the rain has started to pour.
So it looks like the soft strategy was the right one. And how wet is it going to get? How quick? And we might see a few mistakes creeping in, especially around cops when it doesn't become flat out.
Might see Rhino get his P6 back off Young Money here, if he has the room. Can't quite
Tries
get
to
it
switch
done.
back. Not enough room. There's a good battle ahead with Waze and Adam for P3. Waze is around the outside. Fusion Gamer trying to get involved. Waze is through. Up to P3. So if Vaughan wants to take the lead of this race, he's got to do it before the DRS gets disabled. As Fusion Gamer goes down the inside and a bit of contact with Adam. Game loses out there a bit sideways.
Mercedes could be in for an absolute storming result here if both Waze and Gorniak can keep their pace on. Double podium from Mercedes is in question.
Yeah, another thing to consider is if anyone's got a wet setup on, we might see a bit of a change of pace from a few guys in different conditions. As Vaughan has now lost at DRS, so they made a mistake. So Adam doesn't seem to be. Well, he might be the one with the wet setup because he's definitely faster than this in the dry.
5-second striking distance of Philly, but Philly's DRS just keep him out of trouble. But a train of from all the way down from P3 to P9, still carrying on.
Oh, so he's got on board with Podgy Porter. He's spun off. And that probably has rear wing damage as well. So all into the pits. Did he get damaged? Or is he going for an early?
Oh, the enters already. That's a few laps.
Very early gamble, and it might be alright because it could be a safety car because Woody Ketchup has lost it at Cops, and there is a safety car.
It just work out just in his favour then. Hutchinson also throwing on the enters. We have some more boys coming in, I think. An Alpine.
Gamer has
Porter
track here.
and Williams.
So the guys at the back got what they wanted. Fitz probably made a mistake there. He's gone to the medium tyres.
Oh no.
The game might have messed them up. But luckily, it's under a safety car. Unfortunately, he'll probably lose a few positions, but at least he won't be too detached from the back. Field is spread out, so he'll be out for a few laps at least.
I have to say, pretty good race so far. I'm pretty excited to look at a few clips later. It's from what I clipped there, especially between Rhino and Young Wade. I tell you what, Cody's don't normally help us that with the angles, but there was a beautiful camera angle I got through Maggots and Beckett's there of Young Money and Rhino's battle.
Oh, and Hasbro's race has just got even worse because he's got a drive through speeding underneath the safety car.
He enters on for Gorniak.
Yeah, we'll see where Vaughan filters back out. Well, filters back in, should I say, because he managed to take back P2 at least. Or he's probably actually lost out, hasn't he, because he's had to go underneath a delta. Winnitz gets a drive through as well.
See, that's the thing about that pit entry on Silverstone. It's such because it's such a long run up to it. You're obviously going to try to get the most time out of it, try to get the fastest walls, just slamming on the brakes to get under that speed limit. And it's so hard to get it just right, so I think a few of the boys with hiccups there going in trying to get the speed limit right.
Yep, so Vaughan does filter back in where he was in P2. Now Fitz, can you put the right tyre on this time?
Looking like the boys have the right tyre in the hands anyway.
7 and 5 seconds as well, by the looks of it.
Changing a wing as well. It's going for a quick bite to eat during that pit stop.
Yeah. You had the medium tyres on, and then all of a sudden it just changed to the inters, and then it looked like they were taking the inters off and then putting the inters back on.
Making sure they're the right tyre, making sure they have the pressure in them. Would you say Vaughan is feeling the pressure of two very talented drivers in the very quick Mercedes right now?
Well, I see Vaughan is actually quite decent in the wet weather, so he'll probably be feeling a bit confident here. I remember Mexico is one of his favourite tracks, but he got a pole position there in the wet. So he has form in the wet conditions.
Mexico in the wet?
Yeah.
That's a very strange. I've never had that happen to me before. Do you know what I have had though? I have had Jeddah in the wet. believe it or not.
I haven't.
You're wearing yellow flags.
Money.
Is that meant to be speeding under the safety car, or?
I think they switched positions at some point, and then they must have got that glitch where there's lots of penalties being picked up here underneath the safety car, which shouldn't be really happening. A couple of drive-throughs. Joel trying to catch the back up. Picked up a 3-second time penalty. Don't know who is going to win it from here. Well, we'll see if Adam improves his pace, because he wasn't very quick in the dry.
I mean, he's okay.
He could have a wet surf on.
He was holding his own, so to speak. I mean, he was making the most out of it.
Yeah.
Some of the battles happening ahead of him and behind him, so. You have ERS Hamilton up into P12 after starting P20, which is a very impressive drive so far.
Yeah, he had that spin as well, didn't he? So he's doing okay to recover. So Podgy went off as well. Hasbro's got that drive-through penalty as well as Willits. So they'll be at the back of the grid, unfortunately, once again.
Sorry, my water bottle is decided to be very loud there. One time it cracks.
So safety car might stay out one more lap, because we're still waiting for K's and Willits to catch up.
Come on, boys. Any day today.
Looks like it is. This is going to be a last minute call. Look for a second there, K Gullet's just going to dive into the pit lane.
Be trying to bait Vaughn or Adam or young money into the pit. I've seen it before, and I've actually had it happen to me before. So sorry to say so. Especially on the long ones, like Portimao or Bahrain, I've had people like kind of fake me out with it. Or my mates on our own personally, but it's funny when it happens.
It's okay, so now caught the pack, so one more lap of the safety car back underway, but no DRS anymore in the wet conditions, so it's all about consistency, and you can use the ERS to their advantage. Just trying to think who will be one to watch. It's K's and Willits. Oh, there we go. K's just over warming his tyres there. Has a little spin, now he's got to catch up again.
Come on, K's. Come on, fella, we have a race to watch. No, the safety car, just go up the old pit straight there, the cops, and just go into the old pit straight, we'll be fine. Yeah. Need to go back around the rest of the half of that. I actually noticed that just with the some of the British-based teams testing their cars over the past week, that they, for some reason, I'm guessing just so they don't have to use the racing pit straight, that they, during the testing, they use the old pit straight, which is strange, but makes sense kind of in a way, because you don't want to be like using the race one just to keep it nice and clean.
Safety car is in the flat.
I love the wide angle of the back straight here. Everybody just swerving towards their tyre, and then Ben just driving straight, even the Kimi Räikkönen.
Right, so safety car goes in the pit lane. K-Gornet's kept a decent pace, so going pretty much straight away. Looks like he's sent already. Ooh, nearly went around.
Too much. already on the ERS. Vaughan's already on this hill.
Finley looks like he's had a poor restart. He's nearly 2 seconds behind, maybe sleeping. As Vaughan is under attack from Waze, he's going to have to hold it down the inside.
The contact. Hard to keep the car in check in these conditions.
And that's allowed Gorniak to.
Well, he's looking for it again on the outside
1 second.
into Brooklands.
Oh, he turned in very early there for me, but he's made contact with Vaughan and spun out.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate for Vaughan. Had a good view of that. Just turned in too early for me, but we shall see on a second view. But very unlucky for Vaughan, who have now dropped all the way down to P18.
Always a tough squeeze into to Brooklands. It's just you're trying to. It's kind of like a medium speed corner, but you're trying to keep the pace heading out into Luffield. So very unfortunate situation there.
Yeah, so Adam is sticking with him for now. As the Mercedes now have a 1-2 on the grid.
Mercedes 1-2 in Silverstone, that would never happen, ever.
So another spinner. No, it's just some battling going on at the back. Podgy Porter, Fitz and Keynes all involved. And I think that is Hasbro serving his drive-through, as well as Willits. So it looks like Vaughan got away with no damage at least. But he has lost a lot of positions.
Gorniak already has a mega gap to his teammate Waze with a 2.5 second gap.
Yeah, let's kill him up. Goes on move on the Rhino. Rhino has a very good run. Made a little bit of contact, tries to fight for some room. Oh, we could have a situation here.
Oh, with a spin out the back, Fusion Gamer goes into the back of Rhino.
Yeah, very unfortunate situation. Just Rhino got a bit stuck, had to go wide to avoid Killamilla. And it wasn't a dangerous rejoin, he was just there. And unfortunately Fusion Gamers just ran to the back of him.
It's always tough to anticipate the brakes on into corners like that, especially in wet weather conditions. Even if you do manage to get it, it's just you're going to be on ice skates on the wet track anyway, so...
Yep, so the lead is increasing for Craig Gorniak. He's now 3 seconds ahead of his teammate Waze. Adam still in P3, just sticking to the back of Waze. And then Young Money, Finley are next. Fizek put the pressure on Finley for his P5 spot. A 2 second gap back to Killamilla. About 2 Aston Martins, and Hamilton's doing a good job in P10 as finger stand. So if you hear my mic go mute, it's because I have a bit of a cold, so you hear me sneezing and sniffing every 5 seconds.
All bummed up.
Yeah.
Why is that hot on the back of Finley? Heading into Wolf Park. Can he make a move with the ERS? He does have a full tank of ERS. He is looking for the. He is looking on the inside of the cop, so it would be a dangerous move under regular conditions. Under wet, it's almost insane to go for. Choose the wiser decision.
Yeah, he had a very good run there, but just got to concentrate on the exit here. Looks like he does have the pace advantage at this stage of the race.
Looking like it. He might have a wet set of one. We're on wheel to wheel into Stowe.
Yeah, soon he is at that slipstream. Looks like Adam had the faster car.
Ooh, Fizek just nipping the back of Finley there. I'm not sure if he picked up damage, but couldn't find the brake pedal time by the looks.
think he's okay. But yes, Kate Gorniak is definitely increasing that lead lap by lap.
It's a big opportunity for Adam right now as well, because Wade's picked up a 3-second penalty, so Adam could look to promote himself into P2 here.
Vaughan being spun out as well, not currently scoring any points. That'll be a good one for the championship for Adam. It's a good point haul here. But I'm still on board with Fizek because he does look a decent driver in these conditions.
Also have Killer Briller on the back of Fizek as well, so might be the opportunity here to get the pickings, the battle between Fizek and Finley here.
Yeah, maybe Finley holding these guys up with it. With say Killer and Rhino catching these two up now.
Fizek taking a beautiful line through Magnus and Vegas there, especially in these conditions. Very, very well driven. Very close into Stowe.
Yeah, see the side line this time. And he's passed up to P5. And Killer's gone for a late move.
Can he make it stick though?
Didn't make any contact. Maybe on the exit. But,
he's going to switch back to the inside. He's looking for the outside. Late switch back. He's hardly going to try and Abby. Oh, he's going to jump back in on Finley. Oh, we have Adam right in the back of Waze. The gap was around nearly a second. It's down to 5/10 now, so Waze might have had a bit of a slip.
yeah, or as mentioned, Adam might have that wet setup on. Yeah, Fizek already pulled a second away from Finley in just a second. His place now, he's got a clean out. Finley is fighting off Killer Miller. Yeah, I might have a go here on the old hanger straight. It's a bit too early into cops and picks up 3 seconds.
I'm going to say all of our drivers are looking very brave. Every driver that I've seen going up behind somebody into cops always takes that cheeky look on the inside, like, should I, will I? And then they back out of it, but it's always nice to know that always in the back of their head. Oh, a DNF from ERS Hamilton, the exit of Chapel.
Another safety car. So I hope the guys at the back, Winnets and Hasbro now back involved in the race. Obviously not good for Kay Gorniak, who had that big lead, but Winnets again gets the driver in. What's he doing? He's not very happy with himself right now.
No, especially being the winner of last season's race, if I'm not mistaken. So.
Yeah. Well, a couple of seasons ago it was now, but yeah, last time he was here in Tier 2, he was the winner, yeah. So a few guys coming in for fresh intermediates, and why not, because they're at the back anyway.
Might as well. Especially if you're running that wet setup, fresh inters with the wet setup might just get you back into the race.
Just before the safety car, we did see Adam pass Ways for P2. Perfect timing. So Podgy come in for fresh inters as well. And unfortunately, Winnets will have to drive through. Yeah. Surprised he didn't retire in pit lane now, to be fair, so fair play to him, so carrying on.
I know Adam, we speculate that Adam might have the wet setup on, but I don't know, it was weird because just when it started raining and after the first safety car restart, Way seemed to have a pretty consistent gap, and then it just kind of disappeared out of nowhere. So I'm not sure if it was just the setup kicking in, or did Wade have a bit of a slip somewhere through.
Yeah, maybe. There's some shenanigans maybe underneath the safety car again. Someone's overtaken someone. Finley and Fizek.
Doing the old Lions T special of overtaking under the safety car. I love it.
Well, apparently the new update has come out a couple of days ago. There's done something with the safety car penalties, but I'm yet to see it.
Oh, it's the game with another 3 seconds. Not when it's his race tonight, I don't think.
So I'm not having a great time out there, is he? 2 drive-throughs. I'll have a quick look at the penalties, see how many he's got now.
He might put it on a separate page in the race director.
Yeah, it just says drive-through. So safety car should be in the snap once when it catches up. And Hasbo. You had that good qualifying, but obviously that dodgy start with Ben unable to move his car.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. That's another bit of else. I can't wait to see the new Alfa Romeo aerodynamics where it takes it skywards.
That's a new one for me. I haven't seen that happen before. But yeah, in terms of the championship, it's looking very good for Adam right now, who will extend his lead with Vaughan currently outside the points. Waze will be into a title hunt now as things stand. Joel was P4 in the championship, so he's currently in the top 10. And then Winnets, unfortunately, he's not going to score any points today. As Rhino gets a 5-second penalty for collision with Killer Miller. Safety car is in this lap, so Kay Gorniak backs him up this time. It was a bit jittery off the start last time, so he was making sure them tyres a bit warm this time. But he's still a bit slidey.
And Adam's
very nervous. Yeah, Gorniak was very nervous on that restart. But he's away now. Killer Miller's passed Finley already. And Rhino's going to have a look as well. Down the inside he goes.
Very close.
Not quite. Just going to try and stick it around the outside. Wheel to wheel. Finley has the inside line, but Rhino's got the better exit on the outside, and he gets through to P7. A good move there from Rhino. He thought he was going to fight back, but he's got the other Aston Martin, Jay Hudson, to contend with as well. So we'll see this time if Adam can keep up with Kay Gorniak. Waze couldn't. Already nearly a second.
Yeah, I think Kay Gorniak had that dodgy start, but his pace just came right back, so very tough for Adam to catch him at this rate.
But with Fitz, who's trying to get his way into the points. Kays and Jay Hudson having a little battle ahead of him. Well, Kays makes a mistake here and he's opened the door for Fitz.
Snap him over, steer heading. Oh, there's a spin.
And Kays just turns in. Just turns in without realising Fitz is there. Come right across him. Hopefully Fitz doesn't have damage.
He's looked for the
lost a few positions.
Inside almost. Oh, he spins again and he sends the Red Bull wide as well.
Gamer has been hit off here. Yeah, a little bit dangerous there from Kays, I think. He turned right across Fitz and then...
Yeah, not quite the smartest decision I've ever seen, especially also trying to get a bit bump and grind up the entrance of Abbey, so...
Yeah.
It's an interesting discussion after the race, but not the ideal race we've got to.
Ahead of Fitz, Hasbro and Vaughan. Vaughan having a little scrap here as Fitz and Hasbro side by side.
Hasbro almost touching wheels, and we're going to see into Cobbs. Fitz manages just to keep the car out of Hasbro. Very impressive driving there.
The gap is once again increasing on the front, so Kane Gorniak does have this. Like I said, Silverstone is one of his best tracks, so it's not too surprising to see him pull away a little bit again. So stumble with Fitz. This battle's heating up here. A lot of these guys have penalties, so
yeah,
there's another two just going.
I think if Vaughan manages to keep it within a good pace and all the boys ahead of him with penalties, he might be in for a decent enough points finish. He managed to catch Vaughan a bit. Or Vaughan, if he managed to catch Jay Hudson even. If Vaughan manages to catch Vaughan, that's incredible, but you know. Fair play.
Yeah, with four laps to go, the field is still bunched up after that safety car, so yeah, as you say, Vaughan is still on for a good points, but there is a little bit of a gap from P10 to P9. So we'll see what you can do.
Fight the pot back the money as well.
Yeah, he's looking very racy today, is Fizek.
Seems to be a bit slow in that travel, but he has a full tank of ERS. Does he have the pace to take young money that's slow enough? Quite.
No, not quite. So he might have had him go another time. Rhino.
Well, he's having a look on the inside of Vale.
Gillo as well.
Keeping it safe though.
Oh, 5 seconds to fit. Wiggle out there, yeah. P4 down to P9. They're all within a second of each other, so just waiting for that opportunity. Someone to make a mistake, someone to go for a move maybe. Just pick up the pieces. That's what usually happens in the wet.
As well, we're hot in the back of Vaughan as well. Oh, Vaughan loses grip in the exit of the loop there and loses position to Haswell. Unfortunate for Vaughan.
Yeah. So not had the rubber to green today. So back at the front, it's still K Gorniak by nearly 3 seconds. Waze is sticking to the back of Adam, but looks like he is pumping that ERS to keep with him. Again, Adam doesn't look too comfortable going through Mega Beggars. I think that's where he's losing all his time. So every time I jump on board, it doesn't seem to quite get it right. Any other moves through the field? Looks like Joel may have a look at Finley. Quite close enough. So Ben AI now 1 minute 30 behind. So 2 laps to go. Looks like K Gorniak does have this in the bag. Waze gets a bit out of shape.
Nearly contact. Very interesting train going on right now.
Oh, Killer's gone off.
Oh yeah,
Bit of
lots
contact
of
with
grip
Fizek.
up the loop there.
I think there was a little bit of contact with Fizek. Not sure if he did anything wrong. I think it was just a little bump which sent him off. I'm sure he'll have a clip of that just to see exactly what happened.
Just as he said, the field was so close. The second he went, he lost all those positions in an instant almost.
Yeah. So Vaughan back up to P11 now. 2 seconds behind Hasbro. So it looks like he will score some points at least at the minute. Ways again. Adam doesn't seem to have a good exit through Megas and Beckett's, but does have the straight line speed here to keep Ways behind. Boy, Rhino, he's actually used all his ERS for that lap. Through the field. So it's all about consistency. Not too many overtaking opportunities.
Boy, but Rhino is hot on the back of Fizek, so I think he's hoping for maybe a bit of luck. Fizek does lose a bit of grip coming out of the loop.
It's so hard taking the rein. You just got to wait for the guy in front to make a mistake. It's K's as actually past Fitz here. Let's have a little battle maybe. Yes, they are side by side. K's going to try and stick it down the outside, but runs out of room. Fitz will take that position, or keep that position, should I say. So back to this battle here. Joel is still on the back of Philly, but
You have the pace to take on the stone. I think it's a bit far back. Yeah.
Hasbro has passed Jay Hutchison for P9. Jay Hutchison made a mistake there, but he's doesn't seem to have, well, lost a bit of pace or something. He's sliding everywhere a bit. As we have a spinner, I think that's K's.
Oh yeah, it's looking like it, yeah. It's rough. K's is the best race today.
Yeah, he's certainly been in the wars. He was the guy who started behind Ben, so
Can't really. That might have been the flying Alpha Romeo as well, so.
And he's off again.
Oh no.
Looks like it.
Yeah, just at the DNF.
He's retired.
Had enough.
Is it a retirement track? Can't quite see. Yes, it is. Which is for K's bit of frustration. But it is a retirement track, which is not allowed, unfortunately. So here comes Kay Gorniak through Magnus Beckett's for the final time tonight. It's been a comfortable one.
Very dominant drive.
He actually lost that exit, yeah.
Not quite at the last one, just yet. Is it safe enough? Can we stop now?
Yeah, he's been very good. Kay Gorniak, he deserves it tonight. Said he has dropped down from tier 1, but I was to say Silverstone is probably one of his favourite tracks, and he will take the victory tonight. Adam will come home in P2 with no penalties, so after that we'll see what the order is. Ways does finish P3 in the end. Finley jumps to P4, fights that down to 6th. Is Vaughan going to... Ooh, Vaughan P7, that's a good result in the end, considering...
Considering what happened, yeah.
Yeah, considering what happened. Hasbro picks up a point. And Winnets will be glad this race is over.
tough race for some of the boys out there, so especially when all the incidents start to stack up very very frequent, it can be very frustrating to keep driving, especially when you're not in a points position. So tough race, but a very entertaining one as well.
Yeah, so that was once again another good race for Silverstone, as it normally is. So, okay, Gorniak, well, I'll give you the honours of doing the grid rundown.
So as well as indulged in the podium celebration. So in his Tier 2 debut, we have Kay Gorniak winning here in Silverstone. We have championship leader Adam extending his lead, finishing in P2. We have Waze finishing off the Mercedes double podium in P3. We have Finley in P4. We have Joel in P5. We have Feisek in P6. We have a good recovery from Vaughn in P7 after a few incidents during the race. We have Young Money in P8. We have Rhino in P9. We have Hasbro in P10. We have Jay Hutchinson in P11. We have Fitz in P12. We have Pudgy Porter in P13. We have Killer Miller P14 after losing a few positions after a spin near the end. We have Winnets P15 after a very tough race. We have Fusion P16. Kay's also a tough race, finishing in P17. We have Ben on his debut, finishing in P18. We have Eros Hamilton finishing P19, and then we have Woody Kedrup finishing P20.
Yeah, so that is round 6 over and done with for Tier 2. We are back again tomorrow in Russia for Tier 3. That should be a decent race as well, hopefully. So we'll hopefully see you then. Oh yeah, you're racing as well, aren't you? Of course.
Yes, I will hopefully not DNF on the first corner again. We'll see. I'm feeling hopeful.
Yeah, it should be a good one. So we'll catch you same time again tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you later. Good night.